Hey everybody, this is Miss Florida Hot Picks here, giving you guys your daily pick 3 predictions for Tuesday, February 4th, 2025. This is for entertainment purposes only, as I cannot guarantee hits on the channel or in the membership. Please play responsibly. You may mirror numbers as needed, and also just note that these are in any or box order, okay? So I have here, I went to the state of New York. I was looking for a date some number of 6 for Tuesday, February 4th. And I noticed that New York had doubles 1 and doubles 6, which happens to be the date sum number for Tuesday. So I said, hey, this could be a really hot rundown. I love it, especially because it has those key digits of 227 as false triples and its mirrors 772. So what I'd like to talk to you guys about when you're trying to select hot numbers for your state, I want you guys to pay close attention to how the patterns are going in your state, draw to draw. Make sure you guys are keeping a daily log. And the reason why I'm asking you to do that, when you see triples or false triples that are slanted, I want you to start paying close attention to where hits could be forming, okay? I know every time we see triples, sometimes it doesn't quite work out like that. I get that. But for the times that it does, make sure that you're keeping a good chart, okay? Like I noticed for Georgia, sometimes when they're really hot, hits will come straight across the rundown connected to that false triple. I've seen Florida when we're really hot. I've seen our hits come slanted, like that 415 that's hidden, that 039, those places there. So pay close attention when you do see these triples and false triples, where the hits like to normally form. Some states is a little bit of both, okay? So I want you guys to start paying attention, because if you do, you may start noticing what numbers you may want to select on these type of rundowns, okay? The other thing I want you to pay attention to is if you happen to see any of these numbers on the list, especially if they're going across or around the slanted, pay attention to them, because they could be traveling, telling you to pay attention to those particular numbers. Another thing is pay attention to your key digit numbers. Like this false trip is a key digit. Something about 2s and 7s, 0s and 5s are sparking some really hot patterns. And some states, 9s and 4s, like the state of North Carolina. I'm noticing some 4s and 9s with Florida. So, something to really pay attention to, guys. And what I mean is this, and this is a perfect example because the key digit happens to be the slant. You see how this 7 is? Notice how there's a 034 going straight across, and then there's a 034 that's in an L shape, but also it runs back 430 around the 7. If you notice there's particular numbers and they have those digits or those particular numbers going in several directions around one particular number, your state may be telling you those numbers could be hot. I know not every state may do that, but I want you to pay attention if your state is. You may notice a lot of hits are forming around a particular L shape or V shape. You may notice them that are around the number 0 or 5. Some states 2s and 7s. Other states maybe 9s and 4s. It just depends. What number do you see a lot of your hits forming from previous days? You'll be so shocked. Sometimes they are around what we call a date sum number. Sometimes they're around the date number. So pay attention to what your state is throwing, because if you do, that can help you select particular numbers that could be hot. Okay, so you're not playing all of these numbers. It's definitely not suggested to do so. But what I will say is this: if you see them coming across around those triples, pay attention to them, okay? And it'll only be a select few, because you're not going to see all these numbers on one rundown, not in every state, okay? So that's my spiel on that. So what am I liking? I like 415, 109, 519, 410, 960, 805, 965, 654, 064, 039, 043, 350, bonus number 974. The bonus numbers will be in red in the colorful format. Make sure you guys, if you don't want to come back to the video, these will be listed in the membership tab, so feel free to go back and look at that. You can take a screenshot of that post, and just that way you have it. You don't have to come back to the video. Also, we have 345, 584, 598, 890, 084, 162, bonus number 429. Now, those bonus numbers are literally, sometimes these will be doubles, and then I'll change them to mirrors, but they were already mirrors, so I put them in, okay? If I didn't already, 359, 736, 321, 281, 876, and 617. All right. Doubles, if you think those could be hot, I like that 112 and that mirror 667. Sometimes they will need you to mirror. Places like Illinois taught me a hard lesson on that. 112 could be a 117. 667 could be a 662. You'll be so surprised on how people will say they're one off because they didn't mirror that other digit. 221, 776, 771, and 226. I also like the triples. 227, 772. I also add 222, 777, just in case some states may want to pull the mirrors. 505, this is another hot area. Missouri, Florida, quite a few states get triples and false triples in this one area. That's our wing out, 050, 505. So pay attention to that, okay? Triples, 0, and 555s are really hot, I think, as well. So again, this is a daily list. I break it down to the date number. So hopefully they'll give us a good list of numbers. Can't always tell what will go where and for which state. But just pay close attention to what's going on in your rundowns. And if your state does get a hit, let's say you missed it. You're like, Miss Ford, I missed it. What happened? Go back to this rundown. I want you to study it. And I want you to compare it to where that hit fell in your state. You'd be surprised. There might have been a couple draws back, or maybe the draw before the game fell, okay? So study where that hit was, because that could be telling you your state's patterns, okay? Use this stuff as study. Don't just toss stuff away. And yes, I have seen hits come off these lists days after, okay? So I hope that those tips are helpful. I hope you guys are enjoying your memberships, all of your perks. I hope you guys, if you had a chance, we were on for 6 hours. Oh my goodness, I was supposed to be off by 11. How that happened? Well, we was working on those numbers. But anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying the content. Definitely like the video. And yes, I so appreciate that. If you happen to get a hit, let me know so we can congratulate you. And we'll see you guys on the next video.